What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Now, this podcast is special. It was shot in Mexico, so you're gonna catch a lot of the travel vibes, the vacation vibes, the Mexican vibes, right? All of the good vibes. And I'm with my good friend, Joubert. He's gonna be talking about client attraction on LinkedIn, how you can use LinkedIn to level up your business and get to more customers. You do not wanna miss this episode, so let's tap in. What's up, y'all? It's Brennan Boyd, and this is the Entrepreneurial Podcast. We are still in Cancun, Mexico. The sun is setting, the vibes is crazy. If you look out the horizon, it's these amazing colors. You see that, my guy?
Yeah.
And I happen to be blessed and grateful to be sitting next to Joubert Abraham, the LinkedIn guy, right? Showing you how to make a crazy bag on LinkedIn and how to leverage this tool to actually scale your business, right?
Let's do it.
So how'd you even get into LinkedIn, bro? Well, first of all, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the podcast.
Appreciate it.
All right, now let's get into it.
All right.
How'd you get into LinkedIn?
I'll take you back, right? 24 years ago, actually last week, 24 years, I came to the United States. No money, no friends, no network, didn't speak English, less than $100. Literally, I had to learn everything. I learned how to speak English in less than 3 months, watching cartoons and watching the subtitles.
What was your favorite cartoon?
Dexter Laboratory.
If
If you're from the 90s, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. And Dragon Ball Z. So that was my two things. So from that, I started my first business at 18, right? I was in college. I didn't want to be a broke college student. I said, listen, I need to create a business. Me and my friend in the room. I'm like, yo, we like girls and we like money. How are we going to do this? I'm like, why don't we start a photography business? So I used to own an event photography company.
Yo, and that's actually a crazy play for dudes to meet girls.
They have
100%. So if y'all didn't know that, y'all heard it from him.
Yep, it works out so well. We grow the business. We had a small team that worked for us, and our clients were the local universities. So I went to a HBCU, the first Black college in America. They were one of our clients. The local colleges around, we did all their events, alumni, everything from graduation and so forth. So it was great until I graduated. That was around 2008. Now, when I graduated, I had several job offers, and then the economy came. I lost everything.
Yeah.
So all those jobs, they resent. Nobody wanted to hire anymore, except one company that ended up hiring. Now, you may wonder, why not just continue the business? We didn't have that vision.
At the time.
Yeah, because we didn't have any mentors. You were just kid making money and then take that money and go blowing, right? And we save a little bit. And then when we all exited, buy apartments, do dumb stuff. But what ended up happening is I ended up working with a company called Enterprise Rental.
I remember Enterprise.
Yeah. So that was
I don't think I can rent a car with Enterprise right now. Sidebar, we're going to get back to that. But real quick, when my homie was graduating from college, and he wasn't 25 yet. So I rented him a car.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Long story short, he crashed it.
Yeah.
I had to come save him from the scene. I don't even know how he didn't get arrested. There was 2 state troopers there. He made up this elaborate story. He was definitely drunk, but he covered it over. He masked it with this crazy cologne. And I had ignored his call when he was calling because I thought he was playing.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, there's no way you crashed the car, bro. But anyway, get back to that.
That's crazy. So I learned a lot from Enterprise. I learned how to sell. I learned how to service. So you know when God's prepping you for things, but you don't even realize it because there's a bunch of stuff that's happening. So that's what happened. I became one of the top sales rep in there. I became a branch manager. I was working and I was living it. But then I started being very unhappy, because I'm like, damn, somebody's controlling my time. However, I was more mad about the money because I'm like, I'm making these people a lot of money. I'm not seeing them.
Yeah.
But the training was impeccable. Now I got recruited into another company in insurance. That's where I learned how to use LinkedIn. One of the top insurance companies, the way that they vet people in underwriting is they go and look and research them on LinkedIn. So that's how I learned, this is a very credible source. So and all the high income earners that are paying $15,000 or more, $20,000 or more, $100,000 on insurance premium, they all had businesses, bro. So my mind started thinking, I'm like, maybe I need to start a business because these guys, they're not working a job. But the person next to me, the next cubicle over, she's been here for 50 years. And she's not even excited to be here. I don't know if I can do 50 years in this place. So that was the oldest thing that was going on in my head. Then guess what happened? I got let go.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
Cry got let go.
I got let go. And then
So the recession,
Mhm.
and then you got let go.
got let go.
Yeah.
And then now they give me a package. That package lasts a few months. I'm like, oh, I got this great resume.
And that was a
speak different
severance or
languages.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I speak all these languages. I be good. I started interviewing for everybody, bro. From tech companies to healthcare companies. Everybody said, we love you. We want you for second, third. And then nobody called me back. I'm like, that's
You're probably overqualified.
dude, I think I probably.
Probably overqualified.
And then guess what happened next? I started running out of money. And guess what happened next? I'm getting evicted. I'll start to live off credit card. My car being repossessed. So everything that you could think of started happening. And I'm like, shit, I'm walking in, coming from an interview, and I'm seeing this big sign on my apartment saying, hey, you got less than 30 days. I'm like, shit, what am I gonna do? So I started praying, oh, you know what, screw this. I need to do something about this. So I pulled out my laptop. I went on LinkedIn. I'm like, you know what am I good at? I'm like, well, I understand marketing because I did some of that when I was at Enterprise to help that company grow. I understand training because I helped some people at the insurance company, the agency I was managing to help them grow. So I'm like, I could probably do something. And let me look at business owners to see, who might need my help. So I just started searching for business owners on LinkedIn. I found one lady. She had a training company in Philadelphia. I looked at her profile. I went, I'm like, website look like down, let me reach out to her. Reach out to her and say, hey, here's what I do. I can potentially help you. And she said, sure, let's talk. That didn't happen right away. I had spoken and reached out to a lot of people before that happened.
But you was playing seeds along the way.
Yeah. But guess what? We had a conversation. I gave her some ideas. And she's like, yeah, let's do it. Really? Yeah. I'm like, okay, how much is it? I'm like, $500. My rent was $800. So I'm like, okay.
And did you know that number, or did you just throw that number at the moment?
I just throw the number out.
So you was worried about just getting.
I just wanted to pay my bill.
But you were also worried about just getting a client. But you didn't think through what you was gonna actually charge a client.
I didn't even think she was gonna sign up or want to do business.
And that's a crazy mindset if you really think about it. Like you're like, yo, I gotta get somebody. I gotta get a client in.
Something.
But you didn't even think about like what the price is gonna be.
No.
That's crazy.
But here's what happened next. I started helping that one person. And back then there was something like a website where you can do like coupons and people come to you.
Like a Groupon?
A Groupon, but it was called Living Social, I think.
Oh yeah, I remember them. They're not around no more?
I don't know what's that.
I remember them. They used to, yeah. They're like a Groupon competitor.
I know about that site and what it can do because I used to get coupons from them. And I'm like, she wants more customers. Why don't I set that up for her? Dude, she got 50 customers. Less than 3 months, bro.
And you were using that site to help her get the customers?
Yes.
That's crazy.
And that changed her business. And when I saw that, I'm like, huh. Then I got 2 other customers from LinkedIn. So I didn't start a LinkedIn business in the beginning. I just use it for a means to an end. Right? That helped me actually survive. So that was my emotional connection to it. But then I'm Caribbean, right? My parents always say, you got to get all the degrees. So my mom was like, that's cute what you're doing, but I need you to go get an MBA. So I'm like, okay, sure. So I applied for an executive MBA program, got in. I was the youngest person in there. So I was running my consulting business on the side, and I was getting my MBA at the same time for 2 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That was very it was a different experience because I had to learn how to manage several things. Like I still got to pay the bill. I still got to do my homework because I'm paying for this thing. But then the beauty is when I graduated, I just started sharing it with people. Hey, here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm doing to live. I did a bunch of other stuff after that because that wasn't my only thing. I got into real estate. I got into network marketing. I did everything you could think of.
But you were still doing the LinkedIn?
The LinkedIn thing, yeah. For some reason, I never let that go. And then one of my mentors at the time, because now I find out about I can have mentors. Amazing guy. He's an attorney. This man was like, yo, that LinkedIn thing you're doing, you just keep doing it. Okay. So I just kept doing it. He kept telling me that. He said, just keep doing it. I just kept doing it. And that helped feed me throughout the first couple of years. Then in 2013, after I graduate, sharing what I was doing with people, and somebody said, "Yeah, I like that. I might need help with that." I'm like, okay, interesting. Somebody said they want something. Then I applied for a consulting opportunity because now I'm like, oh, I got an MBA. You know,
I gotta get a job now.
Yeah, I gotta get a job now.
Mom's
right?
like, I gotta get a job. I got this degree. I gotta get a job.
I got this business. I'm like, oh no, I gotta get a job now because I'm like, oh, okay, now I have an MBA. I need to go get a high-paying job. Guess what happened? I applied for that position. It was in New York City. They're calling me. The only reason they're calling me because I had the LinkedIn thing on my resume. I didn't even realize that. They're like, we saw that you had this LinkedIn thing on your resume. We like everything else you're doing. Can you help us build a plan around that? I'm like, sure. Here's what I did. I literally give them the whole plan. I was sat with the marketing, like, okay, cool, you can come work with us. So they give me a role. I literally see their sales team make $300,000 with what I did for them.
Crazy.
And I'm like, I didn't get any of that money.
That's back to the enterprise. I ain't getting none of that bread.
So, I'm like, what's going on? And guess what happened next?
Gotta let go.
So I start realizing there's a pattern here, right? So then I got really pissed off. I'm like, screw this. I will never work for anybody ever again. That was September 2013. I called my mentor, the attorney. He helped me set up an LLC. And I literally just start pounding the pavement, telling people, hey, I can help you with LinkedIn.
What's up, y'all? It's Brennan Boy, and one of the best things that has helped me go to the next level is powerful affirmations. I would say them every single day, literally when I open my eyes. So I put together these powerful affirmation cards to help you get to the next level, right? With powerful statements like, I live in abundance, or statements like, I'm not a prisoner of my limiting beliefs. Now, if you say these things to yourself every single day, using the power of repetition, you're gonna believe the things that you wanna achieve. So look, grab your affirmation deck or your manifestation deck or your money manifestation deck. Let's grow your mindset and let's get you to the next level, right? Click that link below, grab your cards, let's go. Why should people that have an online business or even a brick and mortar, why should they look at LinkedIn as a legitimate tool to generate leads and grow their business? Because a lot of people are fascinated, obviously, on Instagram. Yeah. And then TikTok is the current new wave. You know what I'm saying? And YouTube is important. You know, obviously, we're on YouTube right now, and obviously on the podcast, Airway, and everything like that. But why is LinkedIn still a viable option for people to legitimately use to generate leads and grow their business?
Well, think about it, right? You could say, click a link in my bio. You might have some people that click the link. Some of them might be great. Some of them may not. Well, if you want to work with large companies, Fortune 500 companies, you're not going to find the VP of marketing just on TikTok or LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram, because most of them don't put their job title there. It's more them and their family, right? You see pictures of them. So you don't even know what this person actually did. Well, on LinkedIn, you do. So there's 813 million people on this platform, professionals. CEOs, multi-billion-dollar companies, right? So if you want that real bag, that $100,000 contract that's gonna last for the next 10 years and get renewed every year, why wouldn't you be able to do it? So that's the thing a lot of us got to start realizing, that this platform been around for 19 years strong, right? So it's not just something that came out yesterday. And on that platform, you could do more than just generate a lead. You have leads, that's just one part of it. You can build a team, you can build a culture, build a brand. So if you're looking to really grow and scale your business, that one platform can help you get customers and build a team and really build that brand and show the culture. Right? So when you take your business from 10 employees to 50 employees, there's a lot of different key people you need in your organization. You can't just put a post on Instagram and expect to get the HO manager that you're looking for from an Instagram post unless somebody already know that or that person follows you.
Yeah. So you're saying you can get close to high level people on the corporate side or even on the entrepreneurship side on LinkedIn.
Yeah. They're there. Their profile, their job title is there. I can literally do a search for Google and find the VP of engineering at Google. It's there. It's available to us. And a lot of us don't realize that.
All right, man. So let's get into it. Okay.
All right.
So for digital marketers, you know what I'm saying? Let's say someone like myself, right? how can a digital marketer like me who's selling online courses, you know what I'm saying, ebooks, programs, mentorships, things like that, what would be the first step to, I guess, looking and locating your target market on LinkedIn?
Let me
especially if you've never been on there like that. Like you're on there, but you ain't
Yeah,
really
but
on
you're not using it. So first thing I would do is develop a plan. In that plan, I need to figure out who is going to be my target audience and what's going to be my main offer. Right? If I said I'm going to go after high ticket and I want to work with maybe entrepreneurs that own tech companies, for example, now I have a clarity on who I'm going after. I'm going to get my profile updated, really put that message in there. Hey, CEO of XYZ company, I help tech entrepreneurs do X. You know what I mean? Really clear on that messaging. Once that profile is optimized, then I'm going to start building that network. One cool thing with LinkedIn, there's a premium service that they have where you pay a monthly membership. It's called Sales Navigator. What that does, it allows you to target the right people at the right companies. With Sales Navigators, I can find all the tech startups that got funded in the past 12 months. I can literally do a search and put tech startups that got funded in the past 12 months, and I can see if they got $10 million, $7 million, $5 million, seed round, A round, Series A, Series B. I can find all that stuff on LinkedIn. So why wouldn't I use that? And if you're like what you do, a digital marketer, maybe you want to work with those tech startups, right? Maybe you want to work with their founders. Now, you know that founder just got $10 million in a Series A.
He got the bread.
He got the bread. So you know that. So he qualified. Yeah. Right? Second thing, you know he has a big problem. He has to find a way to use that money. Right? Third thing, you know he's building a team.
Facts.
Right? So he might need somebody in digital marketing.
So how you looking at it? It may actually be more advantageous for some people to go on LinkedIn because you can actually target a little bit more specifically.
Yes.
Than you could do on Instagram or TikTok. I mean, obviously you can segment and then you can have your the ads that you create.
Yep.
Speaking to your target
audience.
But you're still prospecting.
Yeah.
Whereas LinkedIn, obviously, is still level prospecting, but it's more targeted because you can actually see these people's profiles and go after them specifically.
And you could qualify them better. Yeah. I can do a search using Crunchbase and find a tech startup that got $10 million in funding, and I can find that company on LinkedIn, find all the people that are there. I can run an ad, and only people at that company see my video ad. You know how powerful that is? If I'm going to be pitching to that company, now everybody in that company see my face for like 2 months before I got in there.
Yeah, that's great.
Like, oh, I know you.
Yeah. And you could do that specifically. Yeah. Then once you get in there, they already know
volume. Yeah, like people feel like they're connected to you because they keep seeing your face. They're like, I keep seeing you online, not knowing that you just ran an ad and just target that.
100%. So, all right. So as far as like LinkedIn is concerned, right? We know that we can go there and get the leads.
Yes.
What's the back end strategy though? You know what I'm saying? Like, so how specifically can you approach it where maybe it becomes like an automated situation for you and you could target it specifically so you can obviously get the results?
So it's a couple of things you can do, right? And this is where people just see LinkedIn, it's just LinkedIn, but it's part of an overall ecosystem. Depends on what you do. You can run a webinar funnel, and LinkedIn can be one of your source of traffic. So once that person goes to that webinar funnel, they get nurtured, boom, they turn into clients. But LinkedIn is one of your source of traffic in addition to Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. So that's one way. The other way a lot of people don't think about is strategic partnership, right? People don't think about the power of partnership on LinkedIn. I've generated hundreds of thousands of dollars because I partner with the right people. I'll give you a play. I reached out to people on LinkedIn and leveraged my podcast, right? To start and build a relationship with them.
100%. Shout out to the podcast.
Hey, and guess what happened after that? They invite me to their platform. I speak. And guess what happened on the back end? I end up getting clients.
Yeah.
Right. So that's one way, right? The webinar way, that's another way. You see what I mean? Then you have ways where you can just find your target audience and look through their network and see who can make an introduction for you. That's 3 ways you can generate business. In the back end, if you want to automate it, you can run an ads on LinkedIn. That ads goes to leads where these leads get nurtured into email sequences. And you can track how many times they open these emails and have your appointment setter follow up with them, book a meeting with your closer, and close the deal.
Oh yeah, you just ran up a whole play. I hope y'all paid attention to that. I hope y'all paid attention to that. What's up, y'all? So I want to take a second to speak to my creators. So whether you currently got a podcast or think about launching a podcast, maybe you got a YouTube channel and you think about launching a YouTube channel. Here are the facts. Did you know that 9 out of 10 creators actually quit because they don't have anyone to hold them accountable? That's why all you need to do, right? Click that link below, join my Action Takers community, because not only are we gonna hold you accountable, we're gonna teach you how to execute at a higher level. Plus, give you access to principles and strategies to grow your mindset and generate more revenue. So what are you waiting for? Click that link below and join one of the fastest growing content and accountability communities, all right? I'll see you on the inside.
It's really about creating the right system.
That's important.
To make this work for you, right? A lot of people just focus on their profile. The profile is just less than 10%.
One small part.
Yeah. And guess what? Don't get me wrong. I have clients that generated $12,000 after a week on their profile alone because it has the right link.
Optimized.
It's optimized. Right messaging in front of the right audience is going to convert. That's it, man.
What are some of the different clients that you've helped category-wise with LinkedIn?
So I've been blessed and fortunate over the past 8 years to work with over 700 plus companies. Some of our clients are Fortune 100 companies. Some of our clients are universities where we actually run ads for them to help them recruit graduate students. Right? A lot of people don't think about that.
Yeah.
Where do you think those universities get their graduate students?
LinkedIn.
There you go.
Now I know. Now y'all know.
Right? We also work with banks where we train their staff. You'd be like, well, would banks want to use LinkedIn? Who do you think branch managers want to connect with? Attorneys, accountants, you need referrals, right? Because they're looking to build a book of business with business owners that could deposit the money in so they can lend it out. Or they're looking to loan to more business owners, so they're able to use LinkedIn to do that. We work with doctors who are looking to partner with other hospitals. So you got to think it's so many different ways to use the platform. It really come down to what's going to be your strategy to get to your goal.
Man, I think I might need to pay attention to LinkedIn a little bit more. At least get my profile optimized.
Get your profile up and just start doing content, bro.
At least. Well, I mean, one of the things I was doing on there is I was going live. So like my other podcast, Imperfect Action, that was streamed live on there. And then I was using LinkedIn as another platform to deliver the short form content.
Yeah.
So I was just doing those two things at the minimum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't showing up there in real time. You know what I'm saying? Like engaging. It was more just like a place to like also put content.
I'll give you a play, right? A lot of people do that, but the value comes in the engagement. If you find your top 10 prospects that you want to work with, find your top 10 partners that you want to work with, follow them on LinkedIn, and just comment on their post and tag them in the comment.
So when you're saying partners, because I want them to get it too.
Yeah.
So whatever business they're in, let's say they're in, let's say they're
They're an advisor, they're financial advisors.
Okay, let's do that. Yep.
And then good partners for them are accountants or attorneys, trust and estate attorneys or accountants. So what they can do is find those attorneys and accountants that are posting on LinkedIn and start commenting on their posts to grab their attention. Don't just go and connect with people and send them a message, say, hey, you should work with me. 99% of people is not gonna be like, who is this guy? But if you start commenting on their posts or even sharing their posts with your audience and tag them in there, it shows some form of reciprocity and that person become more open.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
then if you have a podcast, talk to my guy here, Vax, you'll be able to kind of leverage the podcast to initiate conversations with them. I'm telling you, that podcast play is huge, bro. I wanted to, the people that are in the 5,500 companies, people that have some of the fastest growing companies in America, I was able to just grab that list, find all the founders, companies doing at least $10 million a year, and just reach out to them and invite them to my podcast.
You just gave me a crazy play I was just thinking about. Listen, we ain't got, but y'all stay tuned on that. We gonna talk about this off the camera. Bro, that's crazy. So this podcast is the Honor Pursuit podcast, right? So what are some of the things that you are on a pursuit towards? You know what I'm saying, right? obviously making an impact,
Yes.
helping your people, you know what I'm saying, helping your clients. What are some of the main things that you're on the pursuit of right now?
So one of the big things that I'm gonna pursue is
And real quick, shout out to the lights in the sun setting. Y'all don't see like how we see, but this is crazy.
It's
Like, this
beautiful.
vibe is crazy.
It's
And then the ocean's right behind us. But yeah, I don't want to interrupt you.
It's cool, man. So I'm from Haiti, right? There's a lot of amazing Haitian people that doesn't know all that I know. I want to be able to help them, you know, through our mentorship programs, help them build a business like I did, help them realize they can do what I did anywhere around the world, right? And not just Haiti, but people in the States as well. A lot of us that has all these amazing skill sets are not putting them to use because we're tied by this golden handcuff.
Yeah. So you say golden handcuff, you talking about
benefits, jobs, demand.
Yeah.
You know, if we're not
corporate
happy,
security.
yeah, right. Like, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with having a job, trust me. But when you're not happy somewhere and you really hate what you're doing, you know, and you know you have skill set to do more, but you're scared to leave.
Fact.
Because you're like, oh my God, I don't want to lose the benefits. Now realizing what you can create and how many people you can impact. I want to be able to impact those people.
Yeah. And shout out to Saida, because she was talking about that earlier today.
Oh my God.
Yo, Saida, shout out to you real quick.
She blew my mind, man.
So if you're about to make the Joubert Academy,
yes,
in person,
yes,
every student that's at your academy, they have to graduate with these 3 pillars. You know what I'm saying? What would the 3 pillars be?
That's a really good question. The Joubert Academy, they got to graduate with 3 pillars. Are these 3 pillars or skill sets?
They could be skill sets, principles.
So, first
ideals.
one, glad you said that. First one is becoming self-sustaining, right? And the reason I said that, a lot of us are not self-sustaining. Like, we haven't created something that can feed us forever. Being able to build a skill set that can feed you forever. I think that is crucial. Second thing is having the perseverance to keep going. Guess what? Things are not always easy. I mean, you heard a little bit of my story, but there's so much that happened, so many lessons that I've learned that you gotta keep persevering in whatever comes your way. Gotta have that mindset that whatever it is, I'm gonna make it happen.
That's huge, bro.
Be able to run through the wall, right? And the third thing is, don't think you know, that you're doing all this for yourself. Think about how can you live something bigger than you.
Yeah. And podcasters, how would you like to make 5 or 6 figures with your podcast? Did you know that most podcasters do not make any revenue? It's because they think they need brand deals, sponsorships, and a large audience to monetize your show. But what if I told you, you don't need none of that? There's a simple 4-step framework to position your show to be monetized. And I can give it again completely for free. All you need to do is head over to podcast2profits.live and I'll see you in this exclusive training. I'm gonna give you all the game. What are you waiting for? Head over to the training, let's go. Askash was on the previous episode and he said something very similar.
Yeah.
So I think,
We're both Haitian, that's why.
Yeah. Facts. So that's definitely something that's probably coming from the country.
Definitely.
All right. So what about books, man? What books would you recommend that maybe had a crazy impact on your life that you want to gift to the viewers and the listeners?
Bro, there's a lot of books that had a big impact on my life, but I'm thinking of 2 really good ones, right? The first one is called The One Thing.
Yeah, I read that.
That helped me really. When I read that book, I was doing, remember when I was telling you I was doing a bunch of different things? When I read that book, I just eliminated everything. That didn't make sense. And said, okay, I'm going to focus on that one thing. And then that's when the business started to grow, right? And the second book that I read recently was Food Not Hot, right? Then that shifted my mindset altogether because I'm like, instead of always trying to figure out how can I do this, I'm thinking that, okay, who can I hire to do this for me?
That's good.
So these 2 books have really impacted me. And if you're an entrepreneur, aspiring entrepreneur, and been looking to build something, I would strongly encourage that you look into them.
Those are really good. What about morning routine, bro? I mean, what secret sauce do you do? Rituals, you know what I'm saying? Habits. You know what I'm saying? What do you got in the morning that's really setting off your day?
So here's how I normally start my day. I wake up around 4:30, 5 o'clock. I say my prayer, and I really stay in bed just really thinking, okay, what I'm going to do for the day. Just kind of like create a mental notes. And next thing I do, I wake up and do 60 push-ups. That's my way to create some form of consistency. Then I use this app called Calm, where I actually meditate for about 10 minutes. And then once I do that, that's when I'm like, okay, let me get my day started. All right. That's when I go and check out my emails, take my wife to work, do these other things. And after that, I'm ready to go, man.
So first of all, that sounds like a dope morning routine. Some of the things I'm definitely doing, like I was doing a Calm app. I switched Calm to just certain individuals now that I just want to tap into.
Nice.
Definitely do the push-ups.
Oh yeah.
For sure. But I guess the common theme that I keep hearing, especially in the inner circle, bro, is like all y'all got wives, bro.
Yeah.
I clearly need to get a wife. So look, in the caption below, there'll be an application. You guys you women out there, definitely click that link. Now I'm playing. But yeah, man, I'm seeing that as a common theme.
Yeah.
To have a good partner to be in a situation with, you know what I'm saying, you be able to kind of run it up.
She's been in my life, man, since I got let go from that consulting business from way the beginning. And, you know, I told her from the beginning, I'm like, I don't know if you can be with me. I'm not like any other guy. She said, okay. I'm like, I'm not the guy that's going to be around. I'm going to be, you know, moving around. It's either you can handle it or not. So I was very upfront with her. And she was okay with that. And then when I told her, you know, hey, I'm not going to get another job. I'm just going to have to make this work. And she didn't say it. She didn't be like, what do you mean? She's like, go ahead and pursue your dream. When she said that to me, I'm like, okay, I have somebody that...
She's a rider.
Yeah. You know, no matter what, she's there. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Sometimes she get on me like, yo, why this month you didn't make this amount of sales? What happened here? Or when I do really good sales, like when I had 20K days, I come downstairs all excited. And she's like, oh, you must have made some money today. Yeah. You know, but she's been there for me forever, man. So it's been that level of support. If you can have a partner that supports you at that level, go for it, man.
Appreciate you, bro. So I want you to let them know where they can find you, where they can tap in and all that.
Absolutely. Guys, if you definitely want to connect with me, LinkedIn, you can even Google me, Joubert Abraham, YouTube, Instagram, Jeff Abraham Line. Or also you can definitely just go to one of my books, 7 Steps to 7 Figures using LinkedIn, and be able to grab a copy of the book, learn how to get your first 10 customers on LinkedIn.
Listen, man, make sure you guys follow my guy, Joubert Abraham, the LinkedIn guy, master LinkedIn. He's going to get you tapped in, scale your business, and grow your business using that LinkedIn tool. And make sure you guys grab that book, bro. Appreciate you.
Well, thanks again. Love it.
Yes, sir.